Yeah, so for today we have about, let me see, if I'm not wrong, there's about 16 or 17 questions. All right, I'll try to go slow because fractions I think is quite an important topic. Okay.
I just started fractions.
Okay.
Finish
started.
Whole numbers, just started fractions.
I see. What about Gordon and Tanishka? Have you all started fractions
I
already?
just started fractions today.
Ah, just nice. Gordon, how about you? Have you? Not
No.
yet? Okay,
Team, I
no.
also started it today.
You just also what today?
Started it today also.
Oh, just started today. Okay, no problem. Okay, I started many years ago. It's okay. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I think it'll be good. I will go slow then, huh? How slow we'll see. Okay. Just enough for you to understand, hopefully. Yeah. Not too slow, not too fast. How much time do we have? According to my clock, it's already 7:29, just maybe 30 seconds. I see. Okay, it's 7:30, just nice. There you go. You have a friend who just came in. Candice. Hello, Candice. Just nice. We're about to begin. You're right on the dot, 7:30 p.m. Okay. So let me share my screen now with everyone. Okay, where is my share screen? Yeah, here you go. All right, let me know if you can't hear or you can't see or anything. I'll try to see if I can make any changes as necessary. All right, so is everybody okay before we get the ball rolling? Okay, Candice, okay? Giselle, Tanishka, Gordon? Can see very clearly? Okay, great. I see a thumbs up. And most importantly, you can hear me as well. Okay, so welcome back everybody from the last time I saw you was about 2 weeks ago, right? If I'm not wrong. So I believe some of you have attended the other session with, I think it's Mr. Lim, if I'm not wrong. Okay, by the way, I'm also Mr. Lim, but because since both of us are Mr. Lim, they decided to call me Mr. Augustine instead, so that there's no confusion. Huh? Otherwise, I'm also a Lim. Oh, Kenny is also Lim. Okay, let's continue. All right. Thanks. Yeah, so let's look at our coverage today. All right, our learning objectives. So understanding the terms numerator, denominator, and equivalent fractions. Oh, we have a friend who's just come in. Okay, let me just greet her that she's in with us. Okay. Yeah, we'll also be looking at understanding how to get from, a different part of the question. Okay, so here to there. Solving word problems involving redistribution. Okay, so you'll find out what exactly that is in a moment. Okay. Hi, Asher. Hello. I hope you are able to hear us. Okay, I think Asher is trying to connect to the audio. Okay, so let's continue first to our question. All right, so let's try to break down this question, all right, slowly. So as I was telling you earlier, I won't be rushing, okay, because some of you may know it, some of you may not be very clear. So let's go at it slowly first. Okay, so if you're ready, let's check this out. So 3/4 of a number is 54. What is 1/3 of this number? Okay, now let's look at the first part first. Okay, so let's not rush. Okay, so in this question, you can see that there's two parts to it. Okay, so I want you to think about this portion, which I put a blue bracket in between. Okay, think about it. What does this mean? 3 out of 4 of the number is 54. Okay, now I'm sure everyone of you knows at least some basic fractions, right? Okay, so 3 out of 4. So 3 out of 4 of the number is 54. What do you think that represents first? Or what should you do about it? Anybody? Gordon, is it? Okay, yes, Gordon, please. What does that tell us? 3.
So to find 3/4 of 54, you have to find one quarter, so 1/4. 54 divided by 4. then you take that answer and you times it by 3. That's how you get 3/4 or 3/4.
Okay, that's what Gordon said, but you gotta be very careful. You gotta be very careful of something. Okay, because based on what Gordon said, you are thinking that out of 4 is referring to 54. But how do you know that's the case? Or maybe that's not the case? Does anybody have any other ideas about this before I share with you all? Oh, hi, Asher. I hope your connection is okay now. All right. Yeah, so hi, this is Mr. Augustine here. Hi, welcome, Asher. Yeah, so we are looking at fractions today. And we're starting off with this example here. Okay. So I hope you all heard what Gordon said, but what must we do? Anybody else would like to share before we look at it together? Anybody? Giselle? No? Nothing to add? Candice? Tanishka, how about you? Anything you'd like to add about it? Okay. Oh, Gordon, you want to say something else, is it? Okay. What is it that you'd like to add? Please go ahead.
No, I just realized that I actually read it wrong. So
Okay.
3/4 of the number is 54. If you want to find 1/4 or 1/4, you need to do 54 divided by 3.
Ah, okay. Why do you think it's divide by 3 this time instead of divide by 4?
Because 3/4 of a number is 54. So like 3/4 is 54. So if you divide that by 3, right? That because it's 3 parts equals 54. So just take 1 part and then you'll know 1/4 or 1/4.
Okay, all right. How the rest of you, do you all notice what was the difference that Gordon just described? Let me go down the list. Tanishka, Giselle, Candice, Asher, how about you? All right, oh, you got it? Okay, very good. So let's check it out and see if there is anything that is like what you expected or not. Okay, then I will describe it in detail. All right, anything you would like to ask first? Not Candice, anything? No? Tanishka, anything? Oh, you're working out the answer, is it? Okay, let's see what exactly is the case. All right. Now, the second part that Gordon mentioned is correct. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I start off with the number. Okay. What this number is referring to is, it's not 54. Be careful. Okay. Why is it not 54? Because, let me highlight that part there. Okay. Of a number. So 3 out of 4 of the number is 54. But that does not mean that the number is 54. Are you all with me? So as what Gordon mentioned, it is the 3 parts that is 54. All right, so in fraction, right, and in this case, all right, this is a fraction of a set of a number. So you need to be very clear what is the set all about and what is the fraction referring to. Okay, so that's why fractions, you got to know clearly which part is it referring to. So let's check out, all right, what I just mentioned for those who are not clear. Okay, so I'll go slowly and please stop me or please let me know if there's something that is not clear. There you go. All right, so I just highlight what Gordon mentioned earlier. Okay, there are 4 parts. So the number is broken down into 4 parts. Can you see the 4 parts, everybody? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 parts. All right. So you can see the arrow that I drew from the 4. I'm pointing it to the number of a number. You see that? My arrow there is pointing to the of a number, which means to say that the number is broken into 4 equal parts. Is that okay, everybody? Let me know also if I'm too slow. Okay. So 3, the numerator of 3, you can see, is referring to 54. All right, which is why you can see 1, 2, 3. All right, the small numbers which I wrote on top of the 3 parts is 54. You can see the long arrow there that points to 54. Okay, so that was what Gordon was referring to in the second part. Earlier, he mentioned the other thing. All right, he thought that 54 was a number, which is not correct. So he realized his error and he changed it to the correct thing. Thank you, Gordon. Well done. Okay, now what about the rest of your Tanishka? Okay, Giselle, Candice, and Asher, is this okay? Any question about the breakdown of the parts according to the unit models there? Is it okay? Because this is one important part, all right, when we are dealing with a fraction of a number, or sometimes a fraction of a set, okay? Depending on what they call it, and the different questions, they may call it differently. But the idea is the same, all right? You need to know what part is represent what number, okay? All right, so with that, what are we going to do next? Okay, if you remember what Gordon shared just now, what do we do to the 54? We need to divide by how many parts, as you can see from the diagram? There are 3 parts. Thank you, Tanisha. Tanisha, I see your fingers. 3, right? Okay. So let's see. We need to divide by 3. All right. Because there are 3 shaded parts. All right. That represent 54. So if you were to take 54 divided by 3, you will get 18 each. All right. So this is 18. You write it inside, 18. And 18 again, because each unit is equal to 18. All right. How, Giselle? You're pointing to which one? All right, Asher, is that okay? Yeah, so I hope you all can see how you got to break down the question, or in this case, the parts. All right. Yes, Giselle, you have something
I'm
to
just
say?
doing this because my finger is pink.
Oh, okay, it's all right. No problem. All right, I'm not saying you cannot do that. I thought you were pointing to the units there. Okay. All right, so now that we know that each unit is equal to 18, all right, what are we supposed to find next? Okay, so now, don't forget, we have not found out what the number is. The number has 4 parts, right? So to find the 4 parts, we need to multiply by 4. Yes, I see Giselle's fingers, 4 fingers there. All right, so yes, there are 4 units. So the number is 18 times 4 equal to 72. Okay, yeah, I see Tanishka and Ken is busy writing now. Okay, please go ahead. How about you, Asher? Is there anything you'd like to check or clarify about this? No? Okay, I see you put the number 4 there, right? Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay, anybody using the chat, please go ahead as well if you would like to. Oh, okay. Yeah, in case I forget to check the chat box, just let me know. But have we answered the question? I think we have not answered the question, right? So the question is asking us, what is 1/3 of this number? All right, so what do we need to do? Oh, don't worry, Giselle. Yeah, I think Asher was accidentally locked out, right? Yeah, is it okay, Asher? Okay, so what is the final step, everybody? Who can tell us what is the final step? Gordon, you have not told me the final step. Do you know what's the final step? Oh, sorry. Sorry, who was that? Can you say again, please? Asher? Okay. Asher, right? Asher just mentioned that it is divided by 3. Do you all agree? Do you all agree with Asher? Oh, Candice. Oh yeah, Candice. Oh, okay. Candice, are you okay? The connection there, I hope it's okay. Yeah, so I just repeat what Asher mentioned. So since you want to find 1/3 of the number, all right, you can take 72 divided by 3, all right? Or you can take 1/3 times 3. So there are 2 ways you can do it. Okay. So let me erase this part here. Where is the eraser? Okay. Erase this. Okay,